It's a rule your parents had that you thought was silly at the time and still can't quite understand. 1. We were allowed to wear shoes in the bathroom but nowhere else in the house. To get to the bathroom you had to walk in through the front door, through the kitchen, through the living room, and then through my bedroom, all of which were off-limit areas for shoes. Which I do understand and still implement in my house unless you're a guest that's leaving quickly. I can't count the number of times I'd be standing in front of the bathroom mirror getting ready to leave with shoes on, and the second I walked into my bedroom, she'd yell at me to take my shoes off. Really weird, and makes her sound crazy lol. I guess she kind of was, but normally in a fun way. 2. We had to sit together at the table to eat dinner every night. No phones and no TV. I remember my dad getting really stressed out waiting for my mom to come home from work. She often stayed overtime. Dinner would be ready and my dad would be calling her to ask where she was, pacing around the living room looking for a car to pull in. I always wondered why we couldn't just go ahead and eat. Mom could make a plate for herself when she got home. But after 7 years of our family not being all together in the same room at once, I finally know why my dad insisted on eating dinner together every night. 3. My father installed a tetherball game in our backyard. We weren't allowed to play it because we would ruin the grass. It hung there for years and we just stared at it from the porch. Never understood the whole ruining the grass type of people. Grass is meant to be enjoyed. If your grass is too fragile to handle foot traffic, then what's the point of it? Just to stare at a patch of land that you paid for. 4. I know a parent who refused to get their middle school son deodorant because she couldn't come to terms with her little boy growing up. Thankfully the school had a hygiene clause in their handbook and the administration told the mother to stop being inconsiderate and buy her son some deodorant. 5. If you asked to do something the answer was always no. If you didn't ask it was 95% of the time allowed with maybe a few questions. 6. It's awesome when parents forget their own rules. My wife said that when she turned 16, she asked about getting her driver's license. Her parents said not until you're 18. That's when she got it. Her sister turned 16 and literally immediately gets her license. My wife said, hey, how come she got to get it at 16? You said we had to wait until 18. We never said that was their response. 7. When we have guests over you either sit down quietly or go upstairs. Adults aren't here for you. Don't talk to them. I still can't comprehend not allowing your children to have a conversation with your friends. Children should be seen and not heard. 8. My mom prohibited using the washing machine between Christmas and New Year's. She believed it would bring bad luck in the family in the following year. Never made sense in any way, just a superstition. When I finally moved out, it was a really big deal for me to finally be able to wash my clothes in that time period. And as expected, my family was fine the year after. Apparently it's really popular. Same with sweeping and cleaning in general in between those two periods. Something about washing away your loved ones. Typically I actually start the new year cleaning up and getting laundry done because it's a fresh start. 9. I had to answer the phone. Dr. XYZ resident speaking. I can't tell you how many times people would just talk about all their medical problems and I'd have to remind them, this is his residence.